is a very special episode of At Home with George, because not only are we live on both Instagram, YouTube, we are now live on Facebook. Hello, Facebook. Hello, Instagram. And hello, YouTube. And we have a very special guest joining us today. Her name is Dr. Shazia Khan Shah, and she is the medical director at the British Medical Practice in Karachi, and she is also a consultant in internal and general medicine, and so she is extremely qualified to answer all the questions related to corona. She is also currently doing a course at the London Institute of Tropical Medicine on the coronavirus, so is abreast of all the latest changes. So I'm going to just invite her now to join me, if she has joined, and see if I can invite her. Okay, she is sending a request, and let's go. And if you have any questions for her, please write in on YouTube, on Instagram, or wherever you are in Facebook, and we will try and answer them. Hi, Shazia, how are you doing?
Hello,
Dr. Shazia, well, thank you for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time out, I'm sure of a very busy schedule at this time, to help answer all our questions related to corona in Pakistan as well as abroad. We have quite an international audience following us as well. So I've got some questions. Obviously, it's a fast-moving situation at the moment, and things are changing on a daily basis. But I've got some questions that some people have sent in that I'd like you to answer off the bat, if that's okay. Usman Minaz from Twitter was wanting to know, how do you treat yourself when you are showing symptoms of this virus? So what do you need to do if you are at home showing symptoms? What do you need to do to treat yourself?
So if you're at home, about 80% of people, sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah, a bit echoey, but yeah, if you can get a bit closer, that would be great. That's great.
So if you're at home and you're showing symptoms of the virus, most people, over 80% of people, are going to have a very mild clinical picture. So essentially, they're just going to have normal nazla zukam type symptoms, a fever, headache, body ache, body pain, joint pain, and maybe a little bit of a runny nose, but that's actually not a very specific symptom. More often they get a dry cough.
Right.
But fooled by just everybody's talking about a dry cough, but actually one of the fourth commonest symptoms is cough that produces sputum. So, it can present in a variety of ways, and case by case it will be different, but you'll have normal sort of flu-like picture. And in that case, just use the normal home remedies, symptomatic relief. So things to make your symptoms better. Lots of fluid, paracetamol. Do not use ibuprofen. There are studies from France that are showing that it may actually worsen respiratory symptoms. So symptoms of the lungs and the chest, it may make that worse. So don't use ibuprofen or any non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medication. Just use Panadol, paracetamol to keep the fever down and treat your body aches and pains. And lots of fluid and remedies like honey and lemon and ginger in hot water, very good for coughs.
Okay, so at what stage should you take yourself to a hospital if you are showing symptoms of coronavirus? And what stage should you get out and get tested?
So essentially, as I said before, if you are basically showing mild symptoms of the flu, between 7 and 10 days, you will start to feel a lot better, as a normal flu would. However, 1 in 6 people get a version of this that is a little bit more serious. And the main presenting complaint they get at that point is that they're very short of breath. They find it very difficult to breathe. The cough is intractable and it's really interfering with their breathing. And at that point, it's good to go into hospital when you're starting to feel like you're having real difficulty getting air and you're gasping for air. Go into hospital.
Okay, great. Thank you. Imrana Mudasa, again from Twitter, says, how can I save myself from this virus while sitting at home? I mean, presumably sitting at home is the best way, but is she still at risk by being at home?
So the main things that we need to do, and this is based on the World Health Organization guidelines, and things that we've all been talking about are very simple infection control measures. So staying at home is the number one best thing that we can do, because right now the body of evidence and data about this virus, this SARS-CoV-2, which causes the disease COVID-19, is very limited because it's only been around for 3 months. So what we're doing is every day things are changing and we're finding out new things about the virus and how it's spread, etc. We assume that the main mechanism of spread, and the evidence is that people are coughing and sneezing onto surfaces, touching surfaces with their hands after they've coughed or sneezed, and then somebody else comes along, touches that surface, and then touches their face, and then they contract the virus. But there is also evidence, the New England Journal of Medicine showed that it may linger in the air for 3 hours or so. So, you may breathe it in respiratory droplets as well. And it may come in through our ventilation systems, etc. So, the best thing we can do is everybody stay at home. Wash your hands regularly. So after you've done anything, every 20 minutes or so, go and wash your hands with soap and water. If you don't have access to that, get a hand sanitizer. And disinfect all the surfaces that you use regularly. So all the doorknobs, handles, tables, dining tables. You may have seen a video with Dr. Imran Shah walking around disinfecting everything with Dettol.
Yeah.
The Singapore National Environment Agency has said that a Dettol spray is very good against SARS-CoV.
Is that what you've got in your hand? I'm just showing it to everyone else. This is for the Facebook. She has a Dettol, basically what do you call that? It's a spray, solution bottle with Dettol. And this is Dr. Shazia Khan, by the way, to all my people on Instagram, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And she has a spray bottle which has, and I think it's, Dr. Imran Khan said, Imran Shah said 50 milliliters of Dettol for every 1 liter of water. Is that correct?
So Dettol themselves say that for surface disinfection, it's a 1 to 20 dilution.
1 to 20
50
dilution.
mils in
Okay.
1 liter, or 25 mils in 500 mils. Whatever you've got, whatever container you've got, 1/20th of the container you can put as Dettol, and the rest can be water, and that is an adequate disinfection liquid. And it's very reasonable, it's economical, it's very easily available. And one of these spray bottles is about 50 rupees
Yeah.
in the market, so they're very easy to procure. And you can just spray everywhere and just make sure all your surfaces are clean.
And one thing that we have started doing is, obviously when we're coming from outside, is taking our shoes off before we enter the home, but also before we take our shoes off, we spray the bottoms of our soles and our shoes with that Dettol spray, just to make sure that they're clean. Now, another thing, obviously another high risk element is we still have to eat, and we still have to go out and get our groceries. And that is obviously not only going out and interacting with people outside is a high risk area, but also bringing the groceries and the products back into the home. And I've seen a video online and with a doctor from America, and what he was doing was suggesting was obviously taking things out before you bring them into the house, and washing them and disinfecting them with soapy water, whether it be apples or things, and then obviously clean water, and actually going through that whole process and then taking out the cardboard, because you do not know who has touched what. And we know from, as you said, that New England Medical Journal talks about it staying on the cardboard for 24 hours. It stays in the air for 3 hours, and it stays on plastic and metal surfaces for 3 days. So, I mean, that is slight. There is also the Center for Disease Control, which talks about a cruise ship having coronavirus active for 17 days. So there's a contradictory evidence out there at the moment. But the point I'm trying to make is that we do not know what we're bringing back in when we go to the grocery store. So what can we do to ensure that we have the safest possible environment for our family when we bring goods back in?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I don't think, what you're describing, the way that you wash the fruit and the way that you take it all out of the packaging before it comes in the house, that's something we're very careful about doing as well, because just simply, if you have the ability and the space available to do it, please try to wash everything, sterilize it before you bring it into the house. That's the only thing you can do, because, again, like I say, we don't have enough evidence to say this is definitely not coming to you through food. We just don't know that.
Yeah.
And certainly when you hold the food, you will put it on your hands. If somebody who has coronavirus has touched that fruit before you, the vendor, the stall holder, or whatever, they will have put coronavirus on that apple. And then when you hold it, you'll definitely have it on your hands, even if you don't get it from eating it.
Yeah. Some of the good tips that he was suggesting, this doctor from America, was when you go out, not only wipe down the handle, but wipe down your cart. If you're getting a shopping cart, make sure that's wiped down. But also only commit to what you want to buy. Because, normally pre-BC, before Corona, we would go and we would pick up something from the shelf and we'd look at it and we'd look and decide, do we like it or not? And then go, nah, put it back. Not only are we in danger of passing corona on ourselves, but we're also in danger of catching it, because however many people have touched that, we do not know, that item. So he was saying only commit to what you really want to buy and pick it up at that moment in time. And he also talked about don't go to the supermarket if you have any respiratory problems. And if you're over 60, try and get a younger member of the family to go yourself. And he was talking about plan and minimize 2 weeks of groceries in advance if you can. What are your thoughts on that? Is that something that you would recommend as well?
Yes, obviously I would recommend that. That's great advice if you can do it and if you can afford it. And I think, that's one of the issues in the lockdown, isn't it? That we've got a lot of people who are daily wage earners and people who don't have access to soap and water or the ability to buy a whole load of groceries and stock up for 2 or 3 weeks. But there are lots of great institutions and lots of great people who are charitable organisations who are distributing rations for people who cannot afford it to their homes. And we need to bear that in mind when we're giving this advice. Obviously, if you can, then please do buy as much groceries as you can in one go. Not even for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks or 4 weeks worth of tinned food, etc. It's just the fresh fruit and veg that we really do need to boost our immunity, but at the same time, we need to balance that out with the risk of going out and not knowing exactly how this virus is spread. We need to minimize those interactions as much as possible.
Okay, so just to let everyone know who's joined recently, I am online on Instagram Live, but I'm also on YouTube Live and on Facebook Live. But I'm with Dr. Shazia Khan Shah, who is the medical director for the British medical practice in Karachi. And she is also a consultant in internal and general medicine and is currently doing a course on COVID-19 and coronavirus at the London Institute of London School of Tropical Medicine. Is that correct? Yeah,
London
yeah.
School of Hygiene and Tropical
Oh,
Medicine.
London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. So anyway, I'm going to put the fan off because I think the fan is causing a bit of a problem with the audio. And then I will open the questions up to everybody on the live chats on Instagram and YouTube and on Facebook. So if you have any questions for Dr. Shazia Khan Shah, please send them a B. Okay, whilst I put the fan off, it'll be 2 seconds. Oh. You don't have this problem on live television, trust me. Okay, so let's open the questions up. Okay, good morning. Yes. Good morning from Australia. Okay, apart from coronavirus, we're having a lot of seasonal flu, coughs, etc., which not only weakens the immune system, but also frightens. How to avoid these and what do you do if you get it? So yeah, how do you differentiate between what is essentially seasonal flu and what is the coronavirus?
I don't think you can. So if you've got a flu-like symptoms, you have to assume you have corona unless you get tested negative. So basically self-isolate, that is the key. Even within the household, if you possibly can, and you have access to your own bathroom, then be in a room by yourself with the bathroom for 2 weeks. Basically, this virus can incubate for up to 2 weeks, so 12 days maximum period between exposure and developing symptoms. And during that time, you could be infecting lots of people before you develop symptoms. And then when you've got symptoms, it can be another 10 days where you have symptoms and you're coughing and sneezing and actively spreading virus. And then after that, some studies from China have shown that people may be shedding virus for up to 2 weeks after they've not got symptoms anymore, once their cold and flu has resolved. So basically, that's a 6-week period where you could be infecting people. And I think that, for that reason, I think our lockdown should be about 6 weeks, actually.
Goodness.
Just to cover everyone.
Someone here, billionaire Bob, has written saying, I've heard one of the symptoms is a loss of taste or smell. Is that right?
I don't know. That's not been documented. So the main fevers, however, you can get lots of different symptoms, just like every flu, everyone manifests it differently. So, you might get a cough and I'll get a runny nose or whatever. There are reports of nasal congestion rather than a runny nose, and that can often lead to changes in taste because obviously our taste is very much linked into our sense of smell. So if that's affected, it may change the way you taste, yeah. So that's possible. However, it's not one of the key symptoms that are described. The main ones are fever, dry cough, myalgia, which is muscle ache, joint ache, and sputum production as well, which is when you actually bring something up in the cough.
Right. Sana Abed Tata has written saying, what about when you have little kids, 6 and under? How do you protect them against this? As you know, kids touch everything and put their fingers in their mouths all the time.
I think so children are interesting in this coronavirus because so far throughout the world, thankfully, thank God, there haven't been any deaths in children under the age of 9 from coronavirus. So this seems to be very severe in the elderly, but in the younger generation, we're basically seeing that they get just maybe a little bit of a runny nose or whatever, and then they just carry on with their life. However, the concern is, and the reason why schools, etc., were locked down earlier, is that they will then take them home. As you know, in Pakistan, we live with many generations under one roof.
Yeah.
They'll take them home to their elderly relatives and older relatives who will then develop a severe illness. So that's the thing that we need to be really careful of. And that's why we need to protect the children from the disease. And the main things are, again, as I said, they touch everything, you need to disinfect everything. You need to make hand washing a kind of a routine and a fun routine in the house. Make it something that you guys do regularly. Go running with them to the bathroom, maybe set a stopwatch, make it a song that you sing while you're washing your hands. It's really fun for them, and it's something they don't forget to do. Make it a routine that they're washing their hands. Everything that they touch needs to be disinfected. Use the Dettol solution that we've shown. Really hard to make them stop touching their face. That is really, really difficult for children because it's really hard for adults as well. A normal adult.
I'm touching my face.
Yeah. Exactly. I do it all the time as well. So we all touch our face about 23 times in an hour. That's over 500 times in a day. And that's how the virus is getting into our systems and infecting us. And for children, you need to just say to them, if they're a little bit older, stop touching your face, stop touching your face, stop touching your face. Sure. Just say it again and again so that it becomes something they are mindful of at least.
Okay, let's go back to the questions. Thank you. Mohammed Isam says, if someone only has body pain and doesn't have runny nose or cold and is breathing normally, is that a main symptom of COVID-19?
So 15% of people have body aches and pains without a fever. Did you say he has a fever or not?
No, he doesn't. He just has body aches and pains, and he just and he doesn't have a runny nose or cold, and he's breathing normally. So, I mean,
so he may have COVID-19. So he needs to, again, self-isolate for 14 days in his room. If he has access to an ensuite bathroom, then that's even better.
But I have body aches and pains, but that might be just because I'm doing more jaru and pocha than I have done before.
Have you ever done jaru and pocha before?
No, I haven't. No.
A whole new cardio workout.
Okay, this is an interesting question coming in from Facebook. Haris Khan says, the WHO, claims we don't need to wear face masks unless we're taking care of a patient or have symptoms. What are your views on that?
I think we need to follow World Health Organization guidelines as far as we can. They are the repository of as much as we know about this disease. You know, they've got all the research, they're bringing it all together from all over the world, and they're doing a great job under extremely pressured circumstances. So the thing is that a face mask, a normal surgical face mask, is, you know, quite porous, and a virus is tiny. It's very, very tiny. So it can go through that if it's cut in the air, or in very small respiratory droplets. It will still come through the mask. But what they say is that if you have symptoms, then, you know, the big drops that come out of your mouth when you are sneezing or coughing, you can have up to 1,000 come out with one sneeze. And then if you put on a mask, if you've got symptoms, you will stop those going out into the environment. So
it's better for people who have the symptoms to wear one rather than people that don't.
Exactly. And also, if you are caring for someone closely who has COVID-19, then if you put on a mask like that, a surgical mask, the ones that are commonly available, that will stop it from infecting you if they cough or sneeze near you and those big droplets are around. But also, what the WHO is saying is that you need to dispose of the mask once it becomes damp. And I think what we're seeing, and it will become damp because we breathe out water vapor ourselves. So it renders it ineffective when it's damp. So you can dispose of it then because it's not going to be protecting you. And I think the mistake a lot of people are making is using the same face mask because there's a scarcity of them. They're not widely available.
So they continue using them and they become useless after a while anyway. Oh, you've gone quiet. Hello? You've gone quiet. I've lost your audio. Should we try and reconnect? I'm going to close you, and if you could try and reconnect, Dr. Shazia, if you can hear me. Hold on. I'm going to remove you. If you can try and reconnect again, that would be great. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Hopefully this works. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, we got you back. Good. Audio's back. Right. Let's go to some more questions coming in. I use common household bleach and water solution for disinfecting doorknobs. Is it a good way to kill the virus?
Yes, the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency in America, has recommended that method, so that's fine. Whatever method you use is fine. Bleach can be a little bit corrosive. The thing about Dettol is that it's a lot less, it's not as harsh on the surfaces or on your skin if you get some on your skin. That's the only thing compared to bleach.
Right, it's okay. Okay, so Dettol is better, but bleach is fine, but Dettol is a bit better for your skin. Okay, thanks. As the masks are in short supply in the marketplace, we're having washable, reusable clothes masks selling in the markets. What are the rationales of using them or not using those masks? Are they any good, basically?
Same as the common surgical mask. So you can make them at home. You can use some older t-shirts, cut them up, have a piece that covers your face, and then just improvise that way, and it will be the same efficacy as a surgical mask, and it will stop droplet spread.
But again, presumably they need to be washed regularly and cleaned. Yeah. Okay. Are there any signs? Shazia Khan has written from Facebook saying, "Is there any signs of corona person of blood coming from the ear and mouth? Will it be called a last stage? Are there any signs of blood coming from the ear or the mouth?"
So I'm not sure what context that would be in. If you're getting a nosebleed, just a common nosebleed at home, that's not a sign of coronavirus in the absence of fever or headache or any flu-like symptoms.
Right.
That may just be a common nose. However, if you're talking about when a person is in hospital and severely septic, which is when the infection is in their blood, and their body is reacting to that infection, and sometimes patients develop clotting abnormalities, so their blood becomes a lot thinner, their platelets are dysfunctioning, they're clumping all over the body, and at that point you can, get bleeding from lots of different places, and it's very unpleasant.
I think he was thinking it was a sort of last stage element that was coming in.
Yes, it may.
Right. Okay. Just to tell everyone who has joined recently, we have Dr. Shazia Khan Shah, who is the medical director of the British medical practice and in Karachi, and she is also a consultant in internal and general medicine and is studying at the moment from the London School of Tropical Medicine on the infectious disease that is known as COVID-19 and coronavirus. So let's go back to the questions. No, I'm not going to ask them that question. That's a silly question, I'm afraid. Chance Wilkins. But it does talk about, actually, I think he was being facetious in the question that he was asking. But what about intimacy at this time? He was talking about, is that okay? Can you be intimate with your partner at this time, or is that something, if you're healthy and safe, is that okay to be, having sex at the moment if you're not showing symptoms?
Yes, of course, because obviously your household contacts remain, all your contacts within the house remain as normal as long as you're not showing symptoms. So yes, intimacy is okay.
Great. Okay. What extra precautions should asthma patients take apart from those from everyone else?
So,
because they're a high-risk group, aren't they?
People around that, they're a high-risk group, exactly. People who have existing respiratory illness.
Oh, Shazia, we're losing you again. We're losing you again. I don't know if we can't hear you, I'm afraid. Are you near your Wi-Fi router?
So asthma, chronic bronchitis, emphysema, COPD, and anything else, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of these groups have been shown to be high risk because the virus infects the risk.
Shazia, I'm gonna ask you to. Sorry, Shazia, I'm gonna ask you to call back. Yeah, sorry, we had a little problem there. Could you call back, please, and we can try that again? Okay, guys. Shazia, please. Let's see.
Sorry about that. I think
Hi.
that's me. My poor Wi-Fi.
Don't worry.
connection.
Don't worry. I think it just gets overloaded at times. So the question was, I'm sorry, could you repeat? Because we lost you for most of that question. It was regarding, should asthma patients take, what extra precautions should asthma patients take apart from those that everyone else is doing?
So same things as everybody else, really. You know, just be extra vigilant of who may have symptoms. Stay indoors as much as possible. Send somebody else, similar to the elderly and other people with chronic diseases. Send somebody else to do the grocery shop. Stay indoors as much as possible. And the people around household contacts are the ones that need to be very careful in terms of what food they're giving you, making sure that the surfaces around you are disinfected, making sure that they wash their hands regularly so that if they've brought anything in, they don't infect you with it or put it on the surfaces in the home.
And you said other chronic diseases. So in addition to those who have asthma, who else, and obviously the elderly, who else are high risk category for coronavirus?
So all the sorts of diseases that weaken you and are chronic that we live with, so high blood pressure, diabetes, ischemic heart disease, so anyone who's had a heart attack or suffers with angina, heart failure, people who are debilitated because they previously had a stroke, and then all the chronic respiratory illnesses, so things like COPD, which includes bronchitis, emphysema, sarcoidosis, people who have lung fibrosis for various reasons. All of them will be extra susceptible to getting a severe form of this disease, so they need to be very, very careful. Great.
Okay, thank you. That's great. Aisha Alvi from Facebook has written, hold on, let me just, I've added Dettol in the water and use it as a spray. Is it okay as a preventative measure against coronavirus? Can it be used to spray on humans as well as on doors, locks and keys? Well, we know that it's okay. We've talked about this earlier, Aisha. It's okay for doors, locks and keys, but what's it like for humans? Can we spray it on humans, Dettol?
I wouldn't spray it over your face or anything because people will have allergies, skin allergies, and it may flare things up, or you may discover an allergy you didn't know you had. Normal soap and water is fine for the skin.
So normal soap and water, okay.
Exactly, is perfect for disinfecting the skin. So make sure you're doing that as much as possible every day.
Okay, great. What about those people who die at home without being diagnosed of having corona? So the person who washes the dead body can it spread through a dead person? This person's asking.
We don't know. Answer. We don't know. Ebola was spread that way. So we don't know. We don't have enough evidence to say, but certainly if somebody dies at home who was COVID positive or may have had suspected COVID, that needs to be reported to the authority so that they they can advise you how best to go through the funeral rites and do the ghusl, etc.
Because presumably that's a real concern, because a lot of people handle the body and touch the body and do the ghusl after somebody passes on, and they potentially are risking themselves.
Yes. So I think, the appropriate authorities do need to be informed, so we know. And that's one of my worries in Pakistan, is that I think people may be dying because we're under testing. We don't have very many test kits.
Yeah.
And we may be under-reporting how much, not on purpose, it's just because we don't have the ability to test everybody, and we don't have as many test kits as we would like or need. And so people may be dying with this virus. We don't know. And that's really a worry, because we need to know what the numbers are.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm being told off for touching my face. Umair Bastra has written in saying, Dr. Shazia, I'm 33 years old with increased cholesterol circulation. And I also have pollen allergy, which results in runny nose. Am I prone to getting severe symptoms if I get the coronavirus?
Sorry, did he say he has high cholesterol?
Increased cholesterol circulation, he writes. I don't know, I presume, does that mean high cholesterol? Increased cholesterol circulation?
I suppose so. Unless he has the other, the sort of consequences of high cholesterol, which are to do with your heart or your brain. So heart disease, or had a stroke or something like that previously. Shouldn't really. However, he should be just as careful as everybody else.
Okay, just as careful as everyone else. Hold on. Dr. Shazia, you've gone funny again. Can you talk a little sec? Can you talk to me? Hello? We're going to ask you to rejoin. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys. The wonders of technology. Sometimes things don't always go to plan. But send us in your questions. We have Dr. Shazia Khan Shah with us, and she is the medical director of the British Medical Practice and a consultant in internal and general medicine.
I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry. It's a good opportunity to reiterate your credentials and make sure that people can continue to write in with their questions. Now, this is a really important question. Someone's written in from Facebook. Ruma says, can we take antibiotics on the starting stage of symptoms? Now, if I'm correct, antibiotics have nothing to do with corona. Is that correct?
No. So basically, I think that's a common misconception, particularly in places like Pakistan, where we're used to self-medicating and we have access to a lot of strong antibiotics at home, and people think, oh, let's just pop an antibiotic the moment we have a runny nose. Now, a virus is not a bacteria. The virus lives right on the edge of what we consider living, so it's kind of a strand of DNA. It doesn't have any cell, it just has a membrane around it, and so this coronavirus is no different. It lacks any kind of cellular machinery, which is where antibiotics work. And so what the virus does when it infects us is it goes into our body cells and uses our cellular machinery to replicate and infect, and that process and our immune response to it is what makes us ill. So antibiotics can't really touch that because there's no foreign cell there's only your own cells.
Right.
And that's why they would be ineffective, and there's no point taking one if you've got very mild symptoms. Sometimes as the disease becomes severe, you may end up with a secondary bacterial infection. You go into hospital with a pneumonia that is not just viral, but bacterial as well. And in that case, you may be given antibiotics at that stage.
Great. Okay.
But
Okay, we've lost you again. We've lost you, Shazia. Hello? I think we lost you there for a second. Can you hear us? Hello, Shazia. Well, let's just ask Shazia to join us again. Priyu, who is, I said, I'm joining late, but interested to know what your advice would be regarding wearing masks when out and about for grocery runs, if you haven't already talked about it. Yeah, obviously masks are more important if you have the symptoms of corona, so that you don't share droplets coming out from when you're sneezing, but they're obviously not particularly effective in stopping you from getting it. And certainly when they become damp, you should change them or you should remove them. That's the advice that Dr. Shazia was saying earlier. And hopefully she's back with us now. Hello.
Hello.
Okay, hi.
I do apologize.
Okay, so Anub has written saying, how can we differentiate between a viral cough and a cough that could be because of corona?
So corona is a virus, so it could be a coronaviral cough, and I don't think you can. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If you've got symptoms, I think at this point you have to assume that it's corona until proven otherwise or until you test negative. So treat yourself as if you have corona. Take all the sort of normal symptomatic relief, hot water with lemon, honey, ginger, lots of fluids, Panadol to keep your fever down, and self-isolate for 14 days in a room with a separate bathroom if possible.
Okay, great. Tyra Tufel says, hello from Wellington. Hope you're fine. I strongly request the government of Pakistan to have a proper lockdown, as we are having this in New Zealand and some other countries. And people should not take self-medication. Plus, people should be given access for tests. It's so important. Stay blessed. So, yeah, what is your opinion on the fact that we do not have a full government, a full countrywide lockdown? Some of the provinces have focused on lockdowns, but we haven't, unlike other countries, had a full countrywide lockdown. What are your thoughts on that?
I think we really do need a full nationwide lockdown, and I think, even if it isn't enforced by the government federally, I think anybody who's listening to this, anybody who watches TV.
Okay, we've lost Shazia again. Right. I think, hello. Oh, do we have Shazia? Are you back?
Sorry, that's right in the middle of something crucial information. But basically, in a 2-week symptom-free period, potentially, where you could be infecting people. Then you have about 10 days to 2 weeks where you are symptomatic and sneezing and coughing and shedding virus. And then there's 2 weeks after that where you may still be shedding virus even though you feel perfectly back to normal. And so that's a 6-week period of time where you may be infected. And that's why I think a 6-week lockdown is really important, possible for the whole country. Yeah. And I know it's difficult, and I completely sympathise with our Prime Minister's compassion for the daily wage earners. However, we need to protect people and their lives as well as their livelihood. So, there are lots of charitable organisations out there who are ready to distribute rations for the month, for the week, to people who are on their daily wage so that they can stay at home or isolate in some way. Right. And that's really, really important on top of this, because the terrifying thing is the numbers, and I've spoken to you about this before, George, but potentially, if we went the way of Italy, for example, on day one, Italy had, from day 1 to day 23, Italy had 160 cases. And on day 23 in Pakistan, we had 453 cases. So that's 3 times as much. And now by day 50, Italy had 41,000 cases, in excess of 41,000 cases. We could have 120,000 cases if we're 3 times as much. We have a population very similar to Italy in terms of socially. We greet each other physically, we hug and we kiss. We're very kind of family orientated. We meet each other a lot. It's a very sociable society. And on top of that, we're densely packed together in houses that contain multiple generations. And our slums and our villages are very closely packed together. So this thing could spread like wildfire. I think
Are you gone? You've gone again. Sorry, you've gone again, Shazia. Oh, yep.
Is a conservative estimate, to be honest.
Okay. Let's see where let's get. Shazia back. Hi, Shazia. Sorry.
That was me. Sorry about that. Where was I was saying that 16% of the 20,000 people that will require a hospital bed will need a ventilator. That's 3,200 ventilators we will need on day 50, which is some point in mid-April. And how many ventilators do we have in the whole of Pakistan? Around about. So, and remember, people require ventilators for other reasons other than COVID. So those things will still be happening. People will still be having heart attacks and bad infections and strokes and brain hemorrhages, etc., and require ventilation for that. And here is a country where, it's a lot deprived that funded healthcare system.
Okay, Shazia,
and so we could potentially.
Okay, we've lost Shazia again. Sorry, everybody. Let's see. It sort of starts off well and then something goes off. I don't know why.
Hello.
Hi, you back?
Yes.
Okay. Let's just. Someone, Anna has written, said, my son who's 4 is coughing once in and out. I'm giving him cough syrup. He doesn't have any fever. Presumably this is just a cough, isn't it? By the sounds of it?
Yeah, it's a cough, but it could be COVID. If he's got a cough and he's not got any history of asthma or anything like that, it could be COVID. So we don't know. If there is anyone elderly in your family, keep them isolated away from the child, because it's hard to isolate a child. So put any elderly members of the
family. Okay, so keep the elderly away. Right.
the meals
Delivered.
to them.
Okay, Shazia. I'm sorry, Dr. Shazia, you're going funny again, but I will probably. Hello? We're losing you again, so I will end this now, I think. But thank you for all your time and for all your questions, and thank you for everyone on Facebook, on Instagram, and on YouTube for watching. We will be back again this time tomorrow, 11 o'clock tomorrow, every day. And we will be having a new topic for the At Home with George series. I'd just like to thank my guest today, Dr. Shazia, once again for taking the time from her busy schedule to inform us about COVID-19 and the precautions that we can take in order to, such as avoid touching your hand. And we will see you this time tomorrow. Okay, so thanks everybody, and especially Dr. Shazia Khan Shah, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye everybody.